In a quiet corner of the city, where the lights flicker just a bit too early, and the air always feels like it's holding back a storm, lived a young woman named Aria. She wasn't wealthy, she wasn't famous. She worked at a local bookstore and shared a small apartment with her cat and her dreams. But Aria had something rare. She carried a warmth that could be felt just by sitting near her. A quiet strength, not the kind that roars, but the kind that endures. One rainy evening, as Aria walked home from work with her umbrella half broken and her coat soaked, something happened that would change both her life and someone else's forever. She was mugged. A man, face hidden behind a hoodie, grabbed her bag and ran. It happened so fast, she barely had time to react. Her groceries spilled, her umbrella flew, her knees hit the pavement, and in a flash, he was gone. But he didn't take her kindness. The very next day, she returned to her shift at the bookstore. No tears, no anger, just a quiet resolve. When her friend asked why she wasn't furious, Aria simply said, "If someone had to steal from me, they probably needed it more than I did." Months passed, seasons changed, life rolled on, until one day, that same man walked into the bookstore, not to steal, not to hide. He came with a note and tears. His name was Elias. He had been homeless, addicted, lost. That night he stole from Aria. He used the money for food and warmth and a little more of the substance that was slowly killing him. But it was her reaction that haunted him. She didn't scream, she didn't chase, she didn't curse the skies. She simply stood there, broken but composed. Why didn't she fight back? He kept asking himself. Why didn't she hate me? Her calmness was louder than any alarm. The guilt began eating at him. He entered rehab weeks later, joined a recovery group, got himself a job cleaning offices at night, and then he saved every dollar he could, until the day he had enough courage to walk into her world again, to return what he had stolen, not just the money, but something far greater: trust. Elias handed her the note, shaking. Inside was a small envelope with $100 and these words: "You gave me something I didn't know I needed. A second chance. Thank you for not hating me when I couldn't even live with myself." Aria read the note and smiled. She handed him back the envelope and said softly, "You've already paid me back. You healed. That's worth more than anything you could have taken." In that quiet bookstore, among dusty pages and whispered stories, something sacred happened. Two broken people met not in violence, not in revenge, but in forgiveness. And from that day forward, Elias visited the bookstore every Sunday, not to steal, not to hide, but to read, to talk, to live. Sometimes, the greatest act of strength is forgiveness, and sometimes, the kindest people are the ones who have been broken but choose to remain whole.